think there's this idea of the power of example. I think that a single individual can change not just their own life, but their life of their family and their life of their community. I think one of the most profound things, having visited lots of Job Corps and attending graduation and having the good fortune of knowing a lot of the students, is that when they finish what they do, they're not only achieving something for themselves, they're actually becoming role models in their communities.
I think Job Corps is critical for our youth because it helps our youth lay a foundation to be successful. I don't believe you ever get to a point in your life where you stop setting goals. And Job Corps helps our students lay that initial foundation and they begin to build upon it.
My passion is teaching, and I love to see that spark in young people when they have that information they need. Education is power, but I understand the more you know, the more opportunity you have. So education, making sure they understand that there are different career pathways than what they might have normally known, so they have more opportunity to make informed choices.
I've seen thousands of young people that will come to Job Corps and they won't have a lot of confidence and they're just not sure if they made the right decision. And then, you know, they start learning more about themselves and about their potential and about how they can contribute. And, you know, once they start learning and achieving and growing and seeing that they can be successful and they get that confidence, then, you know, the program just makes a huge difference.
Actually, I discovered my passion in Job Corps. So I saw how a lot of young people, you know, very similar backgrounds. Many of us came from, you know, grew up on welfare, food stamps. I came from a family of 10 individuals. You know, there's 8 of us. You know, my mom and dad, obviously 10, but many of them came from very similar backgrounds, rough neighborhoods, you know, low income. I got suspended every year in high school, you know, so I could relate to many of them. Of course, I changed my life around. I was able to, that last year, go to college, but, you know, I was able to, in Job Corps, see how young women, especially the girls, in the dorm, there's about 100 girls, you know, in the dorm when I was a student at Grafton Job Corps. And I was able to talk to them about, you know, what are you doing? You know, you came here for your future and you have to do this. And when I saw that young girls, younger than me, I was 19 years old, and I'm influencing 16-year-olds and I'm influencing 24-year-olds, and I'm thinking, I could do this for the rest of my life. Like, I can get paid for this. And I felt that I found my passion there.
I think more broadly, in very concrete terms, there's obviously a skills crisis here in the United States, and the Job Corps is a bridge between folks who would be challenged in conventional terms and getting them on a pathway to a better future. I think economic mobility, income inequality are arguably two of the most central issues our country faces. I think the Job Corps takes both those issues on and does it in a very profound and efficient way.
And our students, our graduates, they really speak for the program. And so many of the employers I've worked with through the years, they are so impressed with our students and our graduates, not just when they start with their company and, you know, they start kind of at the lower level, but then they move into management and become leaders of the organizations. It's so fun to hear of the students that I worked with 25, 30 years ago that now have amazing families, they're community leaders, they're business owners, they're just doing amazing things. And our country needs skilled people to move into these positions that need not only the good technical skill, but the employability skills, you know, great attitude and commitment.
Job Corps has nationally recognized credentials, and those credentials are very similar to, if not the same ones that, you know, local colleges have and, you know, other, you know, training programs offer. Job Corps has the same ones. You know, it's an opportunity for young people to not only get those trainings at a Job Corps, but they also get their education. They get social skills, they get life skills training, you know, career competencies like your basic math and reading, problem solving, decision making, interpersonal skills, soft skills, things that help not only get you a job, but also help, you know, individuals keep a job.
Job Corps is a very, very resilient program. Job Corps is a workforce solution. It really is. People need to understand that. that Job Corps is resilient, it's a reliable program, and most of all, I think it is an able program. It is a program that really, I think, makes the most of what a young person has to offer. It helps them reach their highest potential.
So I think that the students who attend Job Corps are good people who've had challenging circumstances. And I think that's a really important distinction, number one. Number two, we reject the notion that where you were born defines your destiny. I think zip code should not correlate to your outcomes in life. And I think if you were to track the success of the students who graduate from these programs and the impact they've had on employers and on their communities and how they've changed the trajectory of their families, I think that would be a story after story that would be transformational and really inspirational to a lot of people.
We've got to invest in our youth, and Job Corps is the catalyst for that investment and for success.